Be me. Best seneschal in the business. Of course, now my business is wedding planning. Though most of the wedding planning corps consist of people who lacked the faith to pick up a flamer and so got forced into logistics. It's not that bad. Here some people were resentful at first, until they realized there's literally nowhere else on the planet safe for civilians. Assigned to help burn all the corpse hills the bolter bitch has created around the holy site. Not the worst job for a wedding planner. I sure don't want to be the one to explain to the girl who used to get bored at gangbangs that she can't wear white at her wedding. Do they have anything darker than black dot dress? Suggests that it might be a better idea to sell these killbots to a rogue trader instead of spending hours trying to burn fucking metal corpses. Almost get flamer whipped by one of the Emperor's merciful shepherds for suggesting that cleansing fire isn't the solution. But the sacred squirt overhears and gets interested. Guess he recognizes me from when I rigged up the governor's broadcast system for his speech. For some reason, there aren't a lot of technically capable people amongst the endless horde of bloodthirsty religious fanatics. It is a mystery.jpg. Somehow, his wife-to-be doesn't seem to recognize me at all. Don't know if she's just done so much warp dust that she doesn't remember me. She's trying to hide her past. Or I'm just unrecognizable, covered in layers of blood and ash. I don't fight, it's just the atmosphere is like 10% blood and ash now. The only people who ever look clean are the higher-ups, who make doctors do their laundry. Stainectomystat.png. Anyway, the twerp has me make contact with some traders. End up setting up a few great deals. The kind of shit that is litter on this hellhole of a planet is valuable as shit in the sane parts of the galaxy. Consider embezzling a little because, honestly, half the time the kid seems like a rube. Of course, the other half of the time he seems like a bloodthirsty religious fanatic. The fact that he looks like he's not old enough to drink actually just makes the fact that he's burned and butchered his way across the planet way creepier. Plus, I know what the governor's whore of a daughter is into. He must get up to some scary shit behind closed doors. Literally rake in enough to buy some planets that aren't on fire. But for some reason, we're staying here. Can't even get myself on one of those ships. Please buy me too.gif. Buys a couple of new vehicles and some artillery at first. I assumed he'd spend the rest on more weapons and armor for his endless horde. Nope, the instructions I get are insane. It's half infrastructure planning for an entire city, and half boring non-heretical party supplies. That feeling when the wedding planner thing wasn't a joke. That feeling when this little twerp is actually going to marry the governor's whore of a daughter. That feeling when he's building a small city in the middle of the worst war zone in the galaxy to host his special day. Where the fuck do I find a rogue trader that deals in baked goods? Was Great Inquisitor of Ordo Chronos. We'll notice the warp time dilation problems occurred on a planet which literally has shit as a name. Would have been amused, had been pissed off at the same time. I hope I would have had some time to rest. The day after yesterday, I would have to fix this clusterfuck. Emperor forgave me. The space-time continuum will not be the only thing fucked up. There was enough ground to summon every branch of the Inquisition on this planet. my face when there would have been already some Inquisitors tangled in this mess. Blood Ravens recap. We've found a great number of chapter relics, some bearing the heraldry of the Salamanders, Dark Angels, Grey Knights, Eldar, Adeptus Mechanicus, the Order of the Ermine Mantle, the Ultramarines, the Imperial Guard, and the Inquisition. Strangely enough, we tried to appropriate the living Saint Bridget, but instead accidentally bumped her in the head with a Thunderhawk. Oops. After claiming valuable relics and gifts for the chapter, the battle barge Clamatus Rex has transferred all of the loot, gifts, to the battle barge Medalist Boxes, who will be warping out shortly. Current mission: liberate the Imperial Temple from the heretics, mutants, traitors, and pretty much anyone that stands in our way, and take it with us. I am Blood Raven Sergeant Tacken Hanover Fist, and I will claim it in the name of the Emperor. Be weird, boy. Be feeling the wah energy. Be needing to let it go. Boy, be seeing some of those big bugs and yumis with burners. Yous get to squiggin', and yous get to squiggin'. Surrounded by squigs, Cliff. It's a good day. Be Greater Demon of Slaanesh. Pretty good time, enjoying self in the warp. Suddenly get pulled out of warp dust party. She who thirsts is really pissy. Fuck. Okay, so apparently Zinch BTFO'd our forces in some shitty place. Now we have to come up with something major to win back some influence. Fuck. And I'm in charge. Okay. So the corpse worshippers are all hyped because apparently they got a living saint or whatever the fuck that is. Okay, I can see how we can use this. We turn her to chaos. Slaanesh is happy. I can go back to my warp dust parties. Start to get my demons together for an orgy drug party planning session. Start sending messages out to the cultists. Feeling pretty good about my plots. Fuck, if only I knew how terrible an idea this was going to be at the time. Be me, youngster ecclesiarchy bishop. Even I hadn't realized exactly how massive the ranks of the faithful had grown. Even now people keep arriving at the holy site. I've officially consecrated the site and named it the Landing of the Avenging Angels of the Ermine Mantle. Though I've heard people just refer to it as Angel's Landing. Get it right, heretics. The Sisters of Battle had already done an amazing job of protecting this holy site. But now with our numbers, equipment, and my Aquila birthmark, we were turning this place into something unique on this world. At the center of the site, the distant din of battle was almost inaudible most of the time. It gave people a place where they could engage in things besides battle. Prayer, listening to my speeches live, and occasionally base commerce. Past the collection plate. Voxcast. Those who come in person say they can feel the Emperor. They also get to see the Holy Aquila because I've got this cool new open chest robe that shows the Emperor's mark and a hint of my battle scars. Take it in, Glory. But even those who cannot hear me in person now get to hear the Emperor's words. Using a combination of Vox and the Governor's broadcast system, I spread the Emperor's message far and wide. I'm hoping to convert some Mechanicus to the true faith, because I really could use more tech support. No idea how any of this works, Jiff. All of the faithful are welcome here. No blood ravens. Whether the people who come here lift a flamer for the cause or join my expanding logistics and wedding planning congregation, everyone can serve the Emperor. Sincerely, though, no blood ravens. I suspect they have fallen to the ruinous powers. If it walks like a heretic, burn it. But all of this just provides the foundation I need to accomplish my next major goal. I've got to stabilize this place, recreate civilization, and build my cathedral. Because I need somewhere appropriate to marry the woman I love. The ex-governor's saint of a daughter.